Hey Matt, while I'm sorting out cards, which hole do you want to start on?
Oh.
Kidding, kidding, kidding. No insider trading.
Right, now hang on a second, because I think
We're
we're
back.
back. I think we're back.
We are.
Okay.
Hey, team. Apologies for that.
Right. Oh dear. I think the giveaway might not have. Right. Are we back? I think we're back.
We are back. Sorry about that, team. Just a couple of halftime oranges for the boys.
Round two fight, indeed. We're just going to wait for people to come back. Whilst we're waiting for people to come back, unfortunately, it was too good to be true, wasn't it? With everything working and everything like that. So you're going to need to do it again. You need to type Mahuta into the chat comments, and you will go into the draw to win a Tane Mahuta, which is still in its box, brand new. Number, what are we? Oh, there it is. 56 of 1001. So it's legit. Hashtag Mahuta into the comments, just like Morgan has just done, and we're back. Thank you so much, everybody, for yeah, there we go. The chat is spamming. We had about 60 odd people entered previously, so I'm hoping that we can get. Here it goes. Here is everybody coming in.
Well, you know what, Matt? At least this way we make sure we've got the same guests coming back, and they weren't just popping in for the first 10 minutes to get into the giveaway.
Well, that's it. It's it. That's right. That's right. You might have to do a little bit of extra work with the additional comment, but we are away. We're just going to So that's all going along. Remember, hit hashtag Mahuta to get yourself into the draw to win. But Mark is still with us. Kia ora, Mark. You still there?
Kia ora. Yeah, Matt, still here.
Excellent. Right, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happened, but that's twice in 2 weeks that our stream has dropped. But crucially, the audio's been pretty good from what I've heard. Both weeks. So we've sorted out one thing and failed on another, unfortunately. But we are still working on it.
Maybe while we're waiting for a few people to come back, we just get Mark to grab one of those guitars on the wall there and just play us.
No, nobody wants to hear that. No, they are definitely there for show.
Mark, talk to us a little bit about I want to talk to about the new holes, the 9 new ones.
Yeah,
because I have not played the 9 new ones. I've only played the white 18 and the red 18.
Yeah.
And talk to us about what is the what's the thinking behind them? What do we need to what can we expect for anybody watching who's playing this weekend? What can we expect?
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll fire away. So, to be honest, I actually think that the area that's being used for the back 9 is actually a far superior space than the wetlands that hosts the current Henley Lake course. Mm-hmm. The reason I say that is kind of in jest, because when I first heard about there being an opportunity to put the course into Henley Lake, I actually did a walk around with a couple of discs before I met the guy. David Jew, and I actually thought that the north end of the park was the best place, and the rest of it was all a bit, gnarly and hard to work out. And so in my head, I'd already laid out 9 holes before meeting anyone in this area that we're now going to use this weekend, and it's just sort of been sitting there in my head for 3 years now. What's really fun is that it is very different to the rest of the course, because the north end is almost feels like you're in the outback of Australia, and it definitely now, because it's all burnt, all the grass is burnt off. But there's like massive, 30-meter gum trees everywhere, and I guess it's a water carry across the lake itself. Around a willow tree.
So how far's the water carry?
It depends on how much you want to bite off. I would say that most people that are teeing off, most people will want to safely do a dead flat drive of about 100 meters, and they'll be on the grass, no problem. And they'll probably be
what about like 70
meters from the
meters?
basket. What was that?
What about like
70
70
meters.
meters?
You definitely want to be hooking something around that willow tree that's
Okay.
there.
So because the water's in front of you and on the left of the basket, right? And so for a
Yes.
backhander, the fade is going to naturally bring you into the water.
Yes.
So we're talking about going quite wide, and if you're anything like me and you can't throw very far, then
You'll want to go
Matt.
quite short to the right.
okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
I
have seen you throw pretty far. All you need to do is just a wee hyzer flip with that latitude 64 grace. You'll clear it.
I can't
all day.
I can't hyzer flip a grace. You're. I know it's very kind, Morgan, but I can't hyzer flip a grace.
I've seen it.
Cue comments about an air bounce any second from Messrs. Carlisle.
I saw you throwing your GCO last year, Matt. Yeah. No,
okay, but anyway, so what other holes have we got? We've got the water carrier to begin.
Yep, water carry to an open landing. The only thing you need to be mindful of is that it's sort of on a hill, and so it might roll away into some long grass, which would be very unfortunate. Then hole 20, it's just on. You just cross a little bridge. And you have to, for your right-handers, it's right-hand, backhand. I think you want to hook it around. It's about 80 plus meters. Now, the interesting thing there is that there is a big rock and a couple of trees that are guardians of the basket. So, and as well as there is a low-hanging birch or poplar-style tree at about 60 meters.
This sounds easy.
Yeah,
easy. Yeah.
This is one of the open ones.
Walk in the park.
Yeah. Hole 21. We a couple of the locals, Chris Pocock, who's actually playing this weekend, and Matt Broughton, who's also playing this weekend. They met me down there last weekend, and we've actually cleared up some really, really beautiful gaps underneath the trees, underneath the oak trees. There for hole 21. It's definitely still a par 4, even though it's 130 meters. Because we have set the tee pad in such a way that you would be very, very, very talented if you get off a hyzer around the trees in any way, shape, or form. Because really the only and I hope Andy Davey and Jono Wake try to find that line.
Well, they're two very different players because obviously Johnny's the lefty, so but they both throw very fast. So you're gonna have two very different ways of approaching those kind of holes. Yeah,
and we sort of made sure that the high hyzer line was not going to be easy for them. If they try it, it'll be awesome, I reckon. And everyone else is going to do the same. Everyone else, there is a sort of a 80-meter easy sort of landing area, and then where you can just sort of, it's almost a free throw, and then you've got to kind of get your way under the oak trees, and we cut them to about, I'd say, 9 to 10 foot. So yeah, and then the basket is off to the left, and 4 meters behind the basket there is water. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
I do like the extra kind of, I don't know, jeopardy of having water on a course. I think it's great because the free current courses in Wellington, there's no water on any of them. There's no risk that you're going to go near anything. If you do, then you've done something very wrong at Petone. Although I have seen it actually, but you've done something very wrong. But to have that kind of always in the back of your mind for several of these holes, let alone the ones that are on the kind of back 9 with the river on the left, hole 10 I think it follows.
I hate that hole, and
especially with the OB, it's such a tight fairway.
That's been cleared. I believe so. I believe there's been some relief there. So and we're not good. So we don't need to play that as OB. If you if you end up on the riverbank, you can scramble for this.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, that'll save a shot or two, I'm sure.
This weekend. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bit of a test, and also you've moved, for people who are watching who might find this useful, you've moved the HQ from where the whole one of the white and red layout to kind of down by the Freedom camping area. Is that right?
Yeah,
Or
for those
near
that
the
are coming
entrance there.
Yeah, for everyone that's been there before, there was always the problem of getting to the toilets.
Yeah.
And so, just the north end of that car park is much easier.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a walk between hole 27 and hole 1, but
yeah, I mean that's going to be fine. But yeah, if you start on hole, what's the furthest away hole from there? About hole 11, probably.
Probably hole 11.
Then
12.
yeah, hole 11 or 12. Then that's going to be a pretty long old poke to get to and from the thing. But it's that's just what it is. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
Be great.
Okay, right. There's a lot more people rejoined. We're back up to kind of where we were before the stream went dead. So type in #Mahuta if you haven't already. If you want to get into the draw to win a Tane Mahuta. We're going to draw this later on tonight. So yeah, it's a 51 of 1001 limited edition. I don't know what disc this is. Do you remember what they were, Morph?
Oh, they're aren't they?
You could always just pop that box open and have a wee look.
Yeah,
It doesn't lose any value when you open it.
I don't know if I want to or not because
it's all right.
No, I
stand
won't.
by.
Well, Morgan's got one, so he'll show us. But yes, #Mahuta. There's plenty of people who've done it already, so you'll be able to see what's going on. Is it a PWAC? Is it? Oh, okay, excellent, excellent. Yes, #Mahuta, and you can win one of these. We're going to be doing the draw a bit later on, so make sure you put that.
What number do you have there, Matt?
I've got number 56.
Oh, that's nice and early. Of 1001.
Yeah.
Nice. I've got 390 of 1001 in my hand, and there's another one floating around somewhere in this garage. I have no idea what number it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
They're pretty cool, though, guys. These are a pretty special disc, the Atua series from RPM Discs. A bit of a collab that they've done with Jay Puki and the Bros for Change down there in Christchurch. So, yeah, you'll be stoked to get your hands on one of these.
Right. Now, Mark, this is the first time you've been on the show. So we're going to be doing a bit of Desert Island Disc Golf. So for anybody who is unfamiliar with this part of the show, here's how it works. Mark is stranded on a desert island. Now, fortunately for Mark, there is a disc golf course on this desert island, and he's been stranded with 3 of his favourite discs and 3 of his favourite card mates. So, Mark, what discs are you throwing on your desert island?
3. Oh, God. That's only 3. It's a desert island, so it's short.
Yeah. Sure.
Are you taking an ultimate frisbee with you?
Are you taking an Ultra Star? That's what I want to know.
No,
I mean, they're useless on a disc golf course, right?
No.
The occasional scramble permitting, but
yeah. I mean, that would be good, but if we're talking disc golf, we'd definitely go the Rhino.
Oh, okay.
Rhino's
Interesting.
Always,
Love it. A beefy kind of putt approach.
Yeah. They tend to go dead straight for me. That's what's really helpful. Okay. Definitely the Rhino. Then we've got the Captain's Raptor, the gummy one. So I think it's the star type plastic, and Buzz. Let's go Buzz. They're both two disc graphs.
That's a good shout.
Yeah. I'd go those ones.
Yeah. No, very good. And who are you taking with you to your desert island? Who is joining you? You've got 3 spots available.
Gosh, can you make a joke out of it? Probably not. Well, because my wife's listening, I should probably say her. I'm kidding. It would definitely be her. Always.
Excellent.
And
she plays, right?
So
Bonnie plays.
She does play. Yeah, she does
Fantastic.
play. She plays. She actually is very good. What's really interesting is that if I didn't need to get out of the house, I'd probably send her because she's actually a much better player than me. Just don't tell anyone else. Probably Oprah, Shaquille O'Neal.
Oprah and Shaquille. I think, and
now we're going to need some more chat on that.
How have you reached these people? I mean, What inspired you to bring those?
Okay, if you're going to be a billionaire, you got to get some financial advice off the right people.
And you think Shaquille O'Neal is the right person to?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he invested in Google in the right time.
Very good, very good, very good. And so, is there anything behind Oprah? Is she a hero of yours, or?
Yeah, long time watcher.
Okay, excellent.
And you get a Tane Mahuta.
There we go.
Fantastic. Right, Mark, we're going to get to know you a little bit more. And this is the Sweet Chain Safari. So what happens here is you get 9, the family-friendly front 9, same 9 questions to everybody each week. And the Safari back 9, which is different questions to each person each week, takes the form of a this or that. Okay?
All right.
And so it's quick. Yeah. It's quick fire. So answer as quick as you can. Right. Okay. So what's your name?
Mark.
Where were you born?
Lower Hutt.
Where do you live now?
Waikanae.
How many years have you been playing?
Seriously? 6, 7.
Excellent. Your PDGA number?
178181.
Your favourite MPO player?
I was going to say Johnny Wake.
You can say Johnny Wake. He's
the
MPO.
first word. It was the first name that came into my head. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Johnny Wake, actually.
Very good. Your favourite FPO player?
Kristen Tatar.
Your favourite disc?
Cat Rap.
And your favourite course?
Ooh, Henley.
Fantastic. Morgan, take us through the back 9.
Right, now, Mark, I've not had the pleasure of meeting you in person or until this chat tonight. And I also did not write down any of these questions until about 6 minutes before we came on live.
Yeah, so yeah.
So you can definitely hold all of these against you. Now, would you rather play on? Start again. What's better, a bluebird day at work or a rainy day on the course?
Rainy day on the course.
And what do you do for work, out of interest?
Currently, I am an advisor, where I sit on work from home advisor. Been doing that for a year and a half.
Copy that.
But before then, I was a teacher. There you go.
Right, now, a really important one to me: seafood, wild game, or veggies?
Wild game.
My man. We'll keep you on. Now, since you said you're such a great guitarist with those gats you've got behind you, are you more of an acoustic or an electric guitar kind of guy?
I do prefer the electric. Even though we've got 4 acoustics in the house. No, 3 acoustics and no electrics at the moment.
Right. Okay, then, well, let's see where this one goes. Country or rock?
Rock.
Now, into the big questions. Disc golf or ultimate frizz?
What, me playing now, right? This disc golf.
You can interpret it how you prefer. So disc golf, good man.
Yeah.
All right. You backhand or forehand dominant?
Backhand.
Right. Going back to a little bit of ultimate frizz questions. Dylan Freechild or Brody Smith?
Brody.
Yes, good man. Again, no context. Wellington, Masterton, Dunedin or Christchurch?
Dunners.
All right. And for the final question, the 18th hole, would you rather be shooting for a C2 putt for the win or a buzzer-beating layup end zone score?
Definitely the end zone score. Because I know
I don't really know what that is, but Matt told me to say it. Thank you very much, Mark. That rounds out your Safari back 9 in the 18 holes of Sweet Chain Safari Disc Golf.
Cheers, guys! Fantastic. Look, Mark, thanks so much for coming on tonight. It's been a great chat. Sorry for the dip out, but we had a fantastic chat, and also we've learned a lot about the tournament this weekend. And it's fantastic to also hear and learn about the history of Henley Lake and how much you've had an integral part in building that community and that facility there. So yeah, big ups to you. Real looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be I'm buzzing about it. It's going to be fantastic. So I shall see you on Saturday morning. thank you so much for coming on and for being a guest tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And always, I'll see you Saturday, Matt. And nice to meet you, Morgan.
You too, Mark. Look forward to meeting you in person. Have a good evening.
Take care.
Cheers, Mark. There we go, Morgan. Yeah, look, Mark's done some fantastic stuff at Henley Lake. It's been great. And as I said, I'm so looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be fantastic. In a minute, we're going to go through. Sorry, go on.
No, that's right. All I was about to say is, like, I feel like we only had a brief bit of insight there into Mark, and again, that's the first time I've sort of had any interaction with him, and I feel like there's a lot more to dig into with him. Really interesting guy. Clearly got a lot to do with the disc golf community in your guys' area and where he's at right now. And I think it's actually a name to really just keep an eye out for in the future of disc golf.
Definitely. Our giveaway is running. If you want to enter to win this, the Tane Mahuta, then type in hashtag Mahuta into the comments and you'll go into the draw. We'll do that draw a little bit later on. I think we've got currently the one I've got here looks slightly different to the one that's on screen right now, but it will update. I think there is just over 50 people entered, so yeah, we'll get onto that shortly. Oh, we've lost Morgan again, but he'll be back.
No? Oh, am I still here?
No, we've lost you temporarily. Hang on. You should just be able to enter once, Darren, I think. It shouldn't let you do it again. No, you've done something weird with your video. Okay, there we go. Right. Whilst Morgan is sorting that out, we're going to get on with having a look at, and I think I've got it sorted now, the OTB Skins match that took place at Paradise not so long ago, after Tour Down Under, or before the Tour Down Under event, I should say. And 1 second, let's get this to Morgan. There we go, and we shall see if we can get Levi's ace on screen. Where is it? Here we go. Right, and if you haven't seen it, I know what hole it is. Here we go. Here we go. Morgan, you're back.
Yes, I am back, I hope.
Yes, you are.
Apologies, team.
Here we go, Morgan. We're just watching the Skins match from
Yep. Just got that up on my screen here right now. That's a beautiful paradise hole. Where they're throwing to is right where my friends got married last year. Fantastic spot.
Here it is. That's crazy.
Incredible.
Here it comes. Look, and just dink.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. The wee skip ace.
And that was for Morgan's Bear. That was for 8,600 US dollars, plus 600 for the skins, plus 100 for the CTP. So he takes 9,300, I should say 9,300 US dollars, which is what, 14 something New Zealand dollars? That's crazy.
From what I got told, it was about 14K, and the only thing, I do believe they all made a deal right before it started, and they split it between the lot of them.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Okay, so they got split between everybody.
Yeah, tell me if I'm wrong, but that's what I have heard.
Oh, right.
What I've
Fantastic.
Heard, cool deal for everyone.
That's fantastic. So go and watch the rest of that footage. There's the front nine and the back nine up on YouTube now. Anybody who hasn't entered, the Tane Mahuta is up for grabs tonight. This is our giveaway for hitting 350 subscribers. We're going to be doing another giveaway when we hit 400. So if you haven't already, then consider hitting the subscribe button and help us get to those goals, and so we can do another giveaway for you guys. Hashtag Mahuta into the comments will get you into the draw. This is what it's looking like at the moment. There's quite a few people who have entered, and we're going to be doing the draw very shortly. Before then, let's just hop over to the Disctopia page, where we're going to be looking at the entries for the tournament this weekend, and giving our picks on who we think is going to win. So, Morgan, let's start with MPO.
Do I really even need to say it?
Who are you going for?
Oh, I'm not even going to say it. You guys know. It's my guy. It's my guy. My guy that I've never met, that I'm going to support till the end of days, Mr. Johnny Wake.
Johnny Wake. Look, I think he's going to be favourite going in. Although I would say that it's not going to be a walk in the park. Andy Davey and Carson Boone live. Carson Boone lives very close in Greytown and plays this course a lot, and he's very good. He can throw far. You've got Andy Davey, who can throw far as well. It is a course which there are a few holes where like hole one is a fantastic example, where if you've got 120 meters, then you can birdie it, and if you don't, then you can't, right? Without a throw-in, of course. And all of those guys can throw 120 with ease. Jack Ryan, haven't seen Jack perform in a tournament in some time. By perform, I mean play in a tournament. Sorry, Jack. Haven't seen him play in a tournament for some time. But so it'll be good to see him there. And again, he's another someone else who can throw very, very far. Chris Sinai is probably more suited to the more technical holes at Henley Lake.
I mean, the one thing that's standing out to me here, and you mentioned his name, is Carson Boone, PDGA number 37280. Now that's really early. That's a really early PDGA number, and you can never write off a man that's had that much experience, especially if he's on a local course.
Yeah, he's been playing some time. He's Yeti in the chat, I think, tonight. Mm-hmm. So Yeti, if you're there, we're talking about you. And he has been playing for some time. I think took a bit of a gap, bit of a break, but came back a couple of years ago, played in Wellington for a bit, and then moved out to Greytown. So that's MPO. Let's take a look at MA1. This is tight. This is going to be tight at the top, I think. What do you think? Any names there?
Well, Yeah, absolutely, and especially because he's in the chat right now, and I just want to throw a little pressure on his shoulders. Mr. Matt Broughton, let's see you take this one home.
It will be interesting to see. Obviously, it's going to be very close between those guys at the top. Ben Morrison on a day can play incredibly well, and can shoot very, very hot golf. And if he's on form this weekend, then he'll play very well. I'm particularly interested to see how the name at the bottom of the list there, Liam Haberfield, performs.
Haberfield.
So for people who are unaware, Liam is one of the, if not the best player, ultimate frisbee player in New Zealand, and arguably one of the best players in the American Pro Frisbee League. I think it's called the Ultimate Frisbee Association now. It used to be the AUDL. Won Rookie of the Year last year, playing for the Atlanta Hustle, I think it was, and has now been snapped up by New York Empire, who won the tournament last 2 years, right? So he's been signed by them and is playing for them later on our winter. Is from, well, I think his family's from the Wairarapa, so he's playing this weekend. It's going to be really interesting to see how he plays. Has got an absolute cannon. We're talking about, eagle looks on the hill at Berhampore kind of thing for anybody who's played there. Like, this guy's got some distance. Some serious distance, and so it will be interesting to see how he plays this weekend on a course which, as I said, on some holes really favours being able to throw far, on some holes it doesn't. But we shall see how that plays out for Liam.
That'll definitely be an interesting one to see how that ends up.
It's his first sanctioned tournament, so again, yeah, so it'd be interesting to see.
Are you calling him for the win?
Yeah.
MA1?
Look, yes, in MA1 I am, but I don't know he'll take it out overall. I don't think he'll win overall, but I think
so
MA1.
just MA1.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Super interesting. All right, well, I'm looking forward to next week's show where we can sort of recap and see how things have played out this weekend.
We shall see. Right, FA1, plenty of competition here.
Yeah, huge competition right there. I mean, those three ladies right at the top are going to be all over each other this weekend, trying to see who can get the W. Amy Whitmore, I know for a fact that she has just risen 4 points on her rating.
Fantastic.
To 857 there, and she's been playing a lot of disc golf recently, and not just on our shore. She's been out in Japan.
Yeah.
Recently competed at the Okinawa Open, which is incredible. If you guys want to see any footage from that, check out her social media pages. There's one hole in particular where they're throwing from the top of what looks to be a mountain, but off the side of a seaside hill right down to a beach, which is incredible. You have to go over and check it out.
And Michaela Kerr has been playing some really good disc golf, and we've spoken about her in the past, about the work that she puts in off the course. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see how that division plays out. Looks like to be a really, really competitive FA1 division.
And then obviously Paula Wilson's sort of sneaking in the bottom of the list there without a rating, but we all know Paula's history, and she could be making a move.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so this division here really is so close. For any of the six could make the top three, I would say, and any of about 3 or 4 could win the division. So yeah, very good. Now MA40, the best division. Look how tight that is at the top.
Is that the biggest division? 14D?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh no, 15 in MA3. 15 in MA3.
Okay. But look at it.
You've been outdone.
Look how close this is, right? So myself, Gary, Brett, and Phil, we're all in the Old Farts Club. In the Old Farts chat that we've spoken about before, and this is what happened after the last ratings update. Is that we all compressed so that there's one ratings point separating the 4 of us, which is going to be entertaining. In addition to us 4, Daniel Smith has played very well at this course in the past. Marc Clement obviously designed the course and so knows it better than anyone, and is capable of putting a round together. And let's not discount Ryan. I didn't update my PDGA membership, Kitto, who's
and Jack Mocker, right there next
who can both play very well on their days. So I mean, I would expect Ryan to be in the top 3 almost without a doubt.
Yeah.
I'm calling Gary Jarvis is actually capable of winning it as well, because he lives just down the road in Greytown as well. So I think
these guys are all. I'm sorry, Matt. These guys are all coming off second best. I mean, we really only have to look to the top of the list, the highest rated player in the division.
I'm not the highest.
PDGA 131640, rating 903 from Wellington, New Zealand. Mr. Matt Drake taking down MA40 this weekend.
Well,
clip that.
It would be fantastic, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be. If my play at Berrenport last weekend was anything to go by, it certainly won't be. Won't be.
You're so modest.
There
man.
won't be
You're
any.
so modest.
There won't be any ticker tape parades for me. But I certainly think that Gary Jarvis and Ryan Kitto are going to have a good battle this weekend, and Brett Carlisle and Phil McLeod. Honestly, I just want to be on a card with some good people. And fortunately, looking down this list, there's lots of good people to have a round of disc golf with. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Looking at MA50. Slightly smaller division here. Sean Ashford coming down from Topor. I think Sean has played. He's hit the hot score at Topor a couple of times, so I wouldn't be surprised if he could do a job. Dave Kerr is capable of putting a round or two together. He plays at Hikoikoi quite often in Hoska, and often plays very well. And
don't discount a sneaky Chris
Woodhouse.
At the
I was going to say, yeah,
well.
he's better than his rating doesn't suggest. Absolutely. So yeah, look out for that. Should be again a competitive division.
Chris, another person that's quite involved in running some disc golf tournaments, and I was about to say pickup games, which is absolutely not the right way to put that, but putting on little fundraisers and things like that, if I'm not mistaken.
He's been involved with Woodhouse Disc Golf doing some stuff, and he's always what I see of Chris actually. He's always there helping out. He's got his van and he's carting baskets about everywhere. It's great. It's great to see. Now MA2, a couple of people in here which I think could really do well. Mark Baumann has got the capability to play well. His rating is not representative of his ability, and also Ezra Morrison on his day, if he can put a round together, can play a bit hot and cold, but if he has 3 hot or at least warmish rounds, then he'll do very well. MA3, as you say, the largest division. Josh Groot here, I know he's the highest rated player, might be called out for being a bit of a sandbag, potentially.
I think he's in the... Am I wrong? Is he in the chat right now?
Maybe.
He just called someone out from the chat.
Probably have. Josh, I'm not... You won't... But this guy can throw far, right? For someone playing MA3, remember? Then, yeah.
Or maybe someone called him out in the chat. Maybe someone brought his name up. I'm just having a wee scroll to see if he was there.
It's the also playing this weekend. The regulars down at Hikoikoi. That's Tyrone, Lotte, Anton. They all play at Hikoikoi relatively often. The CEO of Hikoikoi, Lotte Pepper's playing, so he should be good. And we've got a few junior divisions. Sarah Peters goes up against Hannah Robertson, Kian Sharp in MJ18, and then a few more down in the juniors. Battle of the McLeods with Zach Meir and Tane Payne in MJ15, and then
I remember this young man, Kian Sharp. I think I didn't play with him, but I think I met him in Invercargill one year. If anyone's in the chat, they can confirm that. Good to see him still going. Haven't seen him in a number of years, and still under the age of 18. Apparently.
Yeah, no, he's a fantastic lad. You know him when you meet him. You'll have a good conversation with him. He's a very.
Is he a dark-haired young?
That's
fellow?
right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be there's competition all over the place this weekend at Disctopia. So very much going to be looking forward to that. And let's just see if this has updated. 1 second.
Oh, yep, Josh Groot in the chat. I see the name now.
Right, let's go to...
Just a reminder, guys, if you're in the chat here, or if you've just joined us recently, hashtag Mahuta in the chat. one more time to be winning yourself one of these Tane Mahutas nearing the end of the stream.
Well, we're going to be doing the draw now, Morgan, actually. If that works for you. If that works for you. I'm just going
It always works
to
for me.
grab the screen up on the old thing. Here we go. And let's see if we can make this just a little bit bigger so that people can see what's going on. Right, so we've got the entries in. Now there's 38 names that aren't part of this 20. So there's 58 people entered into the giveaway. Should we do the draw? Should we see if this works?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Who's the winner going to be? Who's the winner going to be? It's picking. It's picking. If you see your name flash, then maybe it's you, but it's still picking the winner, and the winner is Yeti.
Third.
This is Yeti. So I think that's Carson, who's in the chat now. So congratulations, Yeti. You have won this Tane Mahuta. Congratulations. I shall bring it to you this weekend. So yeah, awesome.
Go. Congratulations.
Right. That's our giveaway for today. If you want to be involved in the next giveaway, then hit the subscribe button and get us closer to our goals. Once we get to 400, we'll be doing probably a bit of a bigger one for the 100 ones. And when we get to 500, that's just going to be we're going to be doing something huge on that. So you're going to have to look out. But yeah, Morgan, you've got an event this weekend as well. It's not just all about Masterton this weekend. You've got an event this weekend. What's going on?
Sure do. You made me think for a second. I was like, oh my gosh, am I running something this weekend and I've forgotten? Oh my God. Absolutely not running something, but am participating in the Battle of the Crown, Queenstown versus Wanaka. The top 10 players from Queenstown and Wanaka are going to be battling it out at the Queenstown Gardens this weekend. Wanaka has taken the keys the last 3 times we've played. And I tell you what, Wanaka, I'm calling you out. We're taking you down this weekend. There's no way you take us down in our fortress.
3 times in a row. At least you're playing at the Gardens, which is a lot of the Queenstownians. Is that?
This is our fortress.
I was going to say it's your house. It's your house, right?
Impenetrable. We will win. We're taking you down, Wanaka.
Okay, well,
I'm coming in hot.
We'll catch up with Morgan and next week to see how the Queenstown and Wanaka battle went. So very best of luck to everybody playing in the Battle of the Crown. Also very best of luck to everybody playing at Disctopia this weekend. I shall see you there. And so
I've just been asked in the chat who is in the teams.
Can we get that? Cool.
If you give me 2 seconds, I can absolutely answer that one there. So coming in the Queenstown team is, excuse me, Captain Smokey, Pete Mackay, myself, Morgan Hardeveld, Mikey Yu, the Queenstown captain, basically.
You won it already.
Ben Wheellake, Ray Chalkley, Adam Rhymes, Hemi Tiafitu, Alexa McDonald, Steve Tate, and Roddy McKay.
You have to win this. That team is just stacked. Honestly, I mean, if you don't win that, there's something going wrong.
To be honest, I said in a group chat the other day that I will quit disc golf if we lose this, so you may not see me next week. I'll be back. But then representing for the awesome Wanaka team, I love you guys out there, but we're coming for you. We've got Captain Henry Boyle, Ryan Cambridge, Ollie Webb, Hayley May Flintoff, the multiple-time New Zealand champion, Cooper Solis, Dom Hayden, Ruben Goss, Ed Waddington, Kyle Martin, and rounding them out, because this is a superstar team as well, is Mr. Ben Quinn. Looking forward to it, guys.
It's going to be good fun. Anyway, very best of luck to everybody playing in Queenstown, for either Wanaka or Queenstown this weekend. Very best of luck to everybody playing in Disctopia, wherever you're playing disc golf. Take it easy, play well, get some birdies, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.